Hello, viewers, greetings, and welcome to this episode of Leadership Matters, a video series highlighting the stories and experiences of global leaders and providing leadership advice. The series is hosted by Avinash Ananda, a recognized leadership advisor, happiness strategist, and a motivational keynote speaker. Over the course of more than 30 years, Avinash has personally mentored more than 1,000 leaders and trainers and trained more than 1 million individuals from all walks of life in 30 countries. Our special guest for today's episode is Mr. Oussama Barkia, Marketing Leader at IBM. As the Marketing Leader for Europe, the Middle East, and Africa at IBM Consulting, Oussama Barkia works to position IBM's consulting and integration capabilities for business clients who are undergoing digital transformation. Oussama is a global citizen and a diversity ambassador. He has led and worked with multicultural teams in Tunis, Cairo, Dubai, and most recently, London.
Welcome to yet another episode of Leadership Matters. And this time I have with me Oussama Barkia. And when I read the name Osama, thank God that has a U in it, I got a little afraid. And Osama, when I saw you, you're such a kind. You look very kind and gentle. But you're also the marketing head. We just heard his profile being read out. An accomplished leader, an expert in marketing. So, is there any of that Osama that comes into this Osama when you do aggressive marketing? How does it work?
Hi, Avinash, and thank you for the great intro. Yes, I am one of those Oussama, and I used to use this as my icebreaker when I go to meetings or through airports. I say I'm Oussama, but I'm the nice one. I am the one who does marketing and work in the corporate world. But it's really a good icebreaker when I get into new groups to meet new people.
Osama, it is said from a psychological perspective that, or even common sense, those who have self-deprecating humor, those who can laugh at themselves, have a very high degree of intelligence and also humaneness.
And what is life without the humor, Avinash, right?
Absolutely. I was just reading a book. It's called The Power of Fun by Catherine Price, and she talks about the importance nowadays of having fun. So tell me, do you work all the time, or do you also have fun? What is fun for you? That might also have changed over the years.
We live to work, or we work to live, Avinash? That's the question. I think we work to live. We should have fun, and I am a person who really wants to enjoy their free time, mainly with family. Being a father of twins, I think I have. Thank you very much. I have a handful now, and I spend a lot of time with my family. But also before that, I used to travel a lot, try to discover new countries, new people, and my mantra is collect moments, not things, and that's what I've been doing for the last few years.
That's beautiful. Has that changed after having the twins?
Your interests in life and your priorities change with personal circumstances. Yes, I would say that change. I still love fun, and I think I'm having a lot of fun now with the twins. But yes, now if you ask me about my priorities, travel does not come number one anymore. I am a big lover of travels and adventures, but rather taking care of the family and being around my kids is now my number one priority. So yes, it does change with time.
That's lovely. You're Oussama. In the little chat that I had with you before we started the recording, you mentioned you're from Tunisia.
Yes, I am.
Tell us a little bit about Tunisia and what are Tunisian people like, and is that how the OUSSAMA is pronounced differently? You guys speak French, right, in Tunisia?
We do, and it's pronounced the same. It's Oussama, but when you write in French language, when you have an S between two vowels, it becomes a Z. So if you write it the English way, the French would pronounce it Oussama. So that's why it has double S in French. But Tunisia, for those who don't know Tunisia, it's a country in northern Africa by the Mediterranean. Has a lot of civilization that went through that country, from Byzantines to Romans and Arab culture. So we are really a mix of culture, very strategically positioned in the Mediterranean. So we have a carrefour of civilization, right? Our people speak different languages without even learn those languages in school because of the close relationship we have with France, Italy, Spain. 2 hours flight from Tunis, you are in most of the European capitals. And then we have also a strong belonging to the Middle East and North Africa region
and
with
now,
the Arab
now,
culture.
and now we have this Tunisian leader who heads the marketing for IBM Consulting division for all of Europe, Middle East. What are the other places that you represent, that you are in charge of?
So my remit is Europe, Middle East, and Africa, and many people know IBM does technology and consulting. I am part of the consulting team, promoting basically the great work our consultants are doing in transforming client businesses around, finance, supply chain, customer experience, talent transformation. Any transformation that is really needed to accelerate digital transformation through the use of cloud and AI. So we work at the intersection of technology and transformation and strategy, and then we help the corporate and the governments to make the best use of technology to transform their business.
Fantastic. How has technology transformed the way of marketing?
Oh, great question. I think it's an ongoing transformation, by the way.
Sure.
Since technology came, we started with basic things, email marketing, and then we progressed into the most advanced AI use of technology, using AI to be able to personalize the marketing experience for each client based on their preferences, based on their previous interactions with your brand. And really, it's about reaching out to the right individual, making sure the individual understand that you know them through the right channel and the right time. So it's a mix of using AI, using location-based, using RFID, a lot of technologies that really transform the marketing function. And it's all to the benefit of customers and enterprise at the end of the day.
Well, Oussama, this is very, very interesting. I see how comfortable you are. And how many years have you been doing this? What was your journey in the beginning? Was the young Oussama different from this super professional, jargon easy Oussama?
It is definitely different, right? We learn and progress as we advance in life. I started my career when I was still in university. I was working part-time in a call center. And you know what I was doing, Avinash? I was selling, wait for it, I was calling Swiss people in their homes, trying to sell them life insurance and health insurance.
Wow.
The most difficult things you can ever do, because Swiss people are very, they need privacy. They don't want people to call them at homes. And then topics such as health insurance are very private. So yes, I started my career doing that when I was at the university. Very important experience. I learned a lot how to, reach out to people, how to handle objections, how to be able to speak their language, etc. And then I started my career after university. I worked with the agency side because I studied marketing, basically. So I started working with the agency, managing the events budget of the biggest telco operator in Tunisia. And then from there, I started my corporate career, not in Tunisia, but in Cairo, Egypt, where I was doing marketing for Middle East and Africa with Alcatel-Lucent, which then got acquired by Nokia. Couple of years down the road in Egypt, the revolution happened in Tunisia, and the revolution happened in Egypt. If you heard about the Arab Spring, then like every Tunisian, right, I dreamt of a different Tunisia. So I resigned from Egypt, from Alcatel-Lucent, came back to Tunisia, was really active during that awakening of the civil society, contributed to many initiatives. But then I rejoined the corporate world through IBM, and this is where I joined IBM in 2011 in Tunisia, taking care of demand programs, marketing for French-speaking Africa. So Tunisia at that time was the regional headquarters for 20 French-speaking countries. And then, that's the beginning of the IBM journey. 13 years down the road, I've done the French Africa and then Middle East Africa. I've done both product marketing, geography marketing.
What's common in all of these different geographies, in these different industries, across all what are the common principles or qualities that have remained with you or that you have learned that you think are good for a leader to have?
I think what is common and even more important today is the need to have a very important skill for the 21st century, which is adaptability. Being able to adapt to changes, right? We live in a VUCA world, and only constant is change. Everything is changing, from war in Ukraine to inflation to interest rates going through the roof to Industry 4.0, Web 3.0. Everything is changing around you. You need to be able to adapt and make sure that you are ready for the next step. And for that, you need to always continue to learn. So being a lifelong learner and being curious. I think you are not a marketer if you are not curious. You need to always question things, try to understand the logic behind, and ask questions about everything, because you get inspired when you ask questions. That opens the spectrum of ideas and innovation you have. And what is marketing without innovation? For that, you need to be a fearless marketer, a fearless leader, and having, taken your courage to take decisions about trying new things, about experimenting and accepting to fail, because this is the first step in success. So I think adaptability.
Brilliant.
Yes. Yes.
You should join me.
Where?
In my field. Huh? You're fantastic. Yeah. You're very good. I love the way you put everything out very clearly. You got the mantra for success, for leadership. Everything worked out. That's super.
Thank you, Avinash. I really appreciate
it. I got something, from whatever you told me just now. I was processing it and I'm putting it all together. There's one more thing that I noticed that you said before I give you my summary. Your love for your country, that came out. Also, certain, you've not said this, but certain principles. Do you believe that these principles are important to stand by in tough times, or they are helpful in making decisions? You seem to be principled.
Absolutely. I am a principle-driven man, and one of my principles is, patriotism. You cannot. I don't understand someone who does not love their country. This is your country. You can live outside of your country, but you will never stop loving your country. I think.
Brilliant.
I have a group of friends, and we all now having our lives in different parts of the world. What is common to us is that piece of land that reunites us every summer, where we remember the good and the bad, and then we try to contribute as much as we can to change the country in a country that we dream of. So, absolutely.
Brilliant. So here's how I sum it up for you. From what I saw of you, I see a person who is happy. And that is very rare. who's comfortable with himself, and who's also comfortable. So both the product, that is who you are, Oussama, and your packaging is so nice.
Thank you.
You're comfortable with the packaging. At the same time, you are very genuine and authentic as a product. So I got an acronym for happy for you, Oussama. See how it works for you. Maybe you'd like to write it down or see the video again. H is for humor. You're very easy with humor. We started with humor. We've had humor throughout the discussion, and I'm sure that's a great stress buster. Viewers, try humor. A is adaptive. Throughout your career, right from the beginning with the call center, right to when you left the Egyptian company, to your handling these different geographies, as product is changing, as market is evolving, you are adaptive. P is very interesting. P is you are very persuasive, and also very presentable. And since there are two P's, you're also principled. So persuasive, presentable, and principled. And why is that question that you ask all the time? Why? You need to have the courage to have the curiosity to ask why. So this, in a nutshell, is everything we've spoken about put together as a great package. Today, I'm the marketer and Oussama is the product.
I just love that. And you are an innovative marketer, Avinash. In no time, you came up with one of the best acronyms I've ever seen. Thank you very much for that. And I am humbled and honored to hear that from you.
I also want to congratulate you, Oussama. You won an award recently, 200 power leaders, marketers of the Middle East region and also Europe. Is that correct? Recently you got the award?
Yeah, it's an award that was awarded by the White Page International for 200 power marketing leaders across Asia, Europe, and the Middle East. Again, very humbled, very honored to receive such recognition from the market. And I think you need to make yourself visible, Avinash, coming from a small country. Unless you do double and triple the work, no one will notice you. So work hard.
This is another message. Viewers, this is the last message from Oussama. Maybe last, I don't know. At least for now. Market yourself. You need to promote yourself. You need to promote your own country. Unless you tell people, how will they know? Don't expect them to find the diamond in the rough. Keep polishing the diamond so that it shines so bright, people have to notice you. You're doing a great job, Oussama.
Absolutely. Thank you, Avinash. It was a fantastic conversation with you.
Pleasure. Thank you so much. Bye-bye.
Have a good day. Bye, everyone.
Bye. Wait, don't go.